Gave this to my wife Norma and I after he completed his master's. And this is his thesis. You know, and it looks weighty, and it looks like there's a lot of stuff inside of it, graphs and pictures and all kinds of things. But you know, it took me about 2 minutes to read this. I opened it up. I tried reading the title. And I said, my God, what is he talking about? And so it goes throughout this whole book. Anyway, but he was successful in proving the whole matter of his thesis was to show the salt water rise of the salt in the saltwater seas up in the Arctic oceans as it would come up and then explode out and mushroom out and spread out throughout the seas. So if you want a 2-minute read, here we are. I'll leave that up for you. You know, the last time that we went to visit John in Vail, said, do you want a beer? Yeah, that would sound good. So he went to his refrigerator, and I opened up. He had, you know, the 2 doors, and I opened up the 2 doors because I didn't know where he would have it. And I looked in, and here was this rack. Took the full width and the full depth at an angle that had all of his favorite beers. And when you took one, it was just like you were at the store. Another one would slide down in its place. I mean, you know, and the stories that you have shared, you know, are stories that I've seen over the many years. John was what John was. John.
Okay, yeah.
And there's nothing else that could be said about him. One other story. We went up when he was living in Colorado, in Denver, and working there for another company I don't remember. Anyway, my wife and I went up to visit him and took his sister, Jeannie, and her daughter, Stephanie. And when we went up, we drove up, and John was going to drive the rest of the way and show us around Denver. He showed us around Denver, I mean, around, all the curves, everything. Never slowed down. He took us to some of the most beautiful places in Denver and Colorado itself. And we went to the one lake, and we were going to go fishing. Well, we didn't have any bait, so he went and got some salamanders, and that's what we were going to use for bait. So, you know, we put our hooks into the salamander properly, and that cast it in, and waited for something. And pretty soon John pulls up, and his salamander had one leg missing. He must have gotten a nibble, so he tried again. You know, no more nibbles after that. He didn't like the way. So John took the salamanders back to Tucson and put those in his aquarium, and he had a special place for those. And when we went back to visit him, here were these salamanders just thriving in his aquarium. And the one that had its leg bit off regrew the leg for John. Only John could get a salamander to regrow the leg in captivity, but he did. So it wasn't just the engineering part of it, that it was the biological and other things that he was interested in and was able to do. There are many thoughts that run through my mind, and they will continue to run through my mind as I enjoy the time with you, with family, and with John in my quiet moments. And I do appreciate all of your comments. It means a great, great deal to me to see such an outpouring of people from many miles away coming to be here to celebrate God. I want to end with that because I'm starting to think of some things that I might have a little difficulty in saying. But God bless you all, and I do want to hear some other stories, and if you do have the time, come on up and share those with us. We love you. Thank you so very much, and God bless you all.